So I was putting the finishing touches on my book, and by finishing touches, not sure what that really means, but I'm trying to get it out by the summer. And that book is called Uber Driver and a few other things. But it's basically about my experiences as a driver. And this morning, as I was going through one of my rewrites, the interesting thing is I've been writing this book for over the course of several years. I started it when I was still driving, and that gives you one point of view. And then when my business started to take off, that gives you another point of view. And then where I'm at today, obviously, it's a totally different point of view. But during my revisions, I do get a bunch of new ideas, and I edit and I rewrite quite a bit. And I took out all the bad language. Rebecca asked me to, and she's kind of right. It's really interesting because in the beginning of the book, I'm definitely coming from a place where I'm a lot angrier. And today, I'm in a place where I'm more at peace. And I wanted to share this video with you today to just let you know that, or not let you know, but I had this bit today that came out of my mouth, came out of my head, came from somewhere up there. And it was good. And whenever I have a good idea, I always tell people it came from God. And whenever I have a not so good idea, that's all me. That's all me. But I had this one that I was thinking about today. And I was talking about, I've been talking about, especially for everybody, but men in general, like we carry a lot of weight, and we have trouble forgiving. Sometimes it's so easy to forgive everybody else. And we get, when men in particular, not that ladies don't deal with this, but men in particular, like we'll go on our journey and, we'll start forgiving people, and we'll start forgiving, our people for things that happened in our past, but we really have a tough time forgiving ourselves. And that's really the killer. And that's really where the weight is, right? Like, cause it's all right here. You put all this pressure and your weight on yourself. And I talk a lot about that because I deal a lot with that. But I had this profound line in there, and it went something like this. I'll paraphrase it, but it was so good, it made me pause. And I said, I try to work on getting better every day. So every day I work on forgiving. Maybe I should have memorized it. It still sounds good when I say it, but it reads really well on the paper and or on the digital page. But when I read it, when I wrote it, I looked at it and I stopped to pause. And I was thinking to myself, like, ever since I started letting the weight go, being angry at others, and more importantly, being angry at myself, things just got better. I got lighter, right? And like the song says, take a load off. The song is called The Weight, and I believe it's by a group called The Band. It's an oldie, but goodie. And even back then, they were talking about it. There's a lot of weight when you carry this, darkness and, all the bad things maybe we've done, and all the things that we could have done better, and things maybe we've done to other people, or the things that other people have done to us. And just so overwhelming how much space we can have in here. If I only had as much room for intellectual and spiritual knowledge in my mind and in my heart as I created space, if I could just fill the space with all the weight and all the garbage that I've carried around with me, I'd be like totally fulfilled. I mean, I'd be faster, I'd be lighter, all my pants would fit me so much better, I'd be skinny. But I carry weight. And I wanted just to share with you this idea or thought that I had, because it impacted me in a way where I feel like I'm gonna focus on this one thought for a while. And that's simple. If I wanna get better, if I wanna focus on getting better, I gotta focus on forgiving. And that just doesn't mean forgiving others, it also means forgiving yourself. And if you're having a tough time with that, I'm with you. That's why I'm working on Lord and Armor. And obviously, writing this book, it's healing for me, because I cringe a lot while I'm writing. There's a lot of apologies in there, and there's a lot of reflection, and I want to just feel like I'm putting, this thing that's been bugging me. I always tell people, when something bugs me a lot, nagging me a lot, that means, God is like poking me to get it done. And I just got to do it because I feel like I'm taking weight off of me, and I want to just provide systems or I don't know, just a way for other people to get comfortable with letting go and forgiving themselves and taking some of that weight off. And I just want to share my experiences with them, because if I can do it, I was so negative, so much debt, no money, no job, well into my mid-30s, and really felt like there was just no way I was going to get out of this. And by the grace of God, and just God is good, put good people in my life, people that I didn't even recognize at the time. And I'm just so grateful. And I guess my way of reciprocating is by forgiving. I also just want to add that the last great thing that Christ did on the cross was forgive the dude on his left, and then ask God to forgive the rest of us, for they know not what they do, right? And if the last thing a man who's suffering like that does in his life is forgive, whether you're Christian or whatever you are, symbolically speaking, wow, it's just an amazing gesture, and we're all capable of it. Okay, you know who loves you, baby. Thank you for all your support. Please, I'm supposed to say this at the beginning of the videos, I always forget. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, please leave a comment. LordandArmor.com, and your boy AMJ. All right, God bless you guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.